Alrighty guys, the fourth and final round. It is Josh G on the left with yes, he is on the left with Ice Lightning Turks. I got myself confused there. And Sammy Naj on Ice Water.
Absolutely, Ice Water Prison. Very interesting to see what Sammy will do with this here.
Yeah, now we do know that Josh came second with this list last week, so a big congratulations to him for that. There's the thumbs up. Let's get them going. This is an aggro list for Josh. So
yeah, I mean Turks. It's one new card, Cisne, and it does a lot. I mean, it's quite interesting. It plays into the existing strategy quite well. I mean, you just add it to an existing Turks deck, but it's that extra damage here and there. I think the optimum strategy would be to get an early damage and then just wait for that 6 damage turn to happen out of nowhere.
Yeah, now Sammy now's going with a Cymru Mobius right off the bat, going slightly controlly.
Okay.
But he got rid of a backup for it. How peculiar here.
Okay, so we're going to go straight into Sung. Uh-oh.
And he's whiffed.
So there's no free Turk to get to hand, but if there's one in his hand already, he can still play it for free.
Yeah.
So it won't be a complete loss if that's the case. Yeah, I see at least a Reno.
So we're getting at least one here. That's not too bad. And he's also got the
Elena.
Yeah.
I mean, Elena is just a 2-drop 9k haste. Yeah, it's nice and simple. I think, it would be fun to perhaps have got Reno out there and then pay the ICP to haste him and maybe get Rude from deck, but that's a big commitment. Maybe just keep it calm for the first turn or two.
Yeah, looks like. So I saw a pretty interesting list on Saturday where we were doing a bit of sort of practice games. I'm wondering if this is something similar on Sammy's side of the board, where it's kind of just heavy control, Neo X Death, Sid Randell on for the entries, and I think that's what we're looking at here.
That's absolutely right. So Sid Randell coming in. I mean, it would be great if it was a turn earlier, but it wasn't in the hand at the time.
No, that's shoulda, coulda, woulda, and all that.
Oh, I don't know those 3.
Nah, he's funny. He's a funny guy.
Not just funny looking, funny in general. Let's see here.
So
I think Sammy's passed back over to Josh now. Yeah.
Now, we're not going to get any entry effects now from forwards here for Josh, but I don't think he really needs them. I think he's kind of hit the important one.
That's it. We've got Rude there, the one that dulls all forwards if there are 4 Turks on board. We are 1 Turk away from that happening if he does play it. We don't want to play the Reno at this point because obviously searching a Rude from deck, you don't get the entry auto of Dull and Freeze off of the Ice Rude. It's probably not worth it. I mean,
it looks like that's a Rufus he's just moved to top there. Maybe he's considering getting that out there. But he does now have to contend with a Cymru Mobius, so he's going to have to pay for any entries that he, or effects going forward.
That's right, yeah. It's nice taxation cards. Josh just needs to push through it and keep Sammy on his toes. Otherwise, biding your time is only going to do Sammy favours here.
Yeah. Make big Turks, make them go burr.
Yes.
That is, I think, the way you beat Sammy here.
And the time for questions is after you win the game. Okay, so we're going into Cisne.
Yeah.
Okay, so no entry auto there to worry about for Sid Randell. And okay, we're going to go into Rude as well. Okay, so we are going to go in for the 4 dulls. Yeah, Cymru Mobius is going to dull 2 forwards before that. Okay.
Now this is a tricky one to kind of get around because any auto ability you can just force your opponent to pay 2. We've stopped any attacks here, so Cisne is now not going to get up and going. So
that's right. I mean, Sammy Naj choosing exactly the right 2 to dull and there. Okay. Don't really need much of a commitment from Sammy yet. I mean, Sammy doesn't need.
Well, I think he's got. Is that Istola in his
I see an
hand?
Istola.
Yeah.
I see an Istola. We know that Cymru Mobius cannot attack or block.
No. She is there just to tax our opponent here, basically, or make their attacks a little less lethal.
That's right, and we've got to be aware as well that Sang is also buffing the rest of the board by 2k. So that is something to worry about.
Yeah, I suppose the Estola here still hits the Cisne, but it does mean that the Rude is probably out of reach. So it looks like Sammy Nash was just asking a question of Connor just to his right. Can't quite see what it is. What's with that Rude, do we think? What do you think he's asking?
Well, it's the one that says if you have 4 or more Turks at the beginning of your turn.
This one, I believe.
That's the one.
Yeah.
So we're going to go into Estola.
So yeah, I mean he should move to a combat and then they all get dulled on his side, but then yeah, Sammy gets through and hits. I think he just possibly take the block here, but
I probably would have gone for the Sang in this instance, just to roll everyone else's power down, because at the very least Josh can now just slightly tap over. That might not be enough though.
Yeah, that's why I kind of think that maybe you should have taken the block here, because your Rude was 9k at the time, right?
Your Rude was 9k, Elena was, I think, 11k.
But she was tapped down.
Oh,
so,
she was tapped
yeah.
down, fair enough, yeah.
But I think the Rude could have quite easily taken that block, get rid of that Estola, because that's going to be a hard one to deal with. Especially, you cannot be going into your LB deck here, Josh.
Please don't LB.
Remember, Sid Randall is on the field.
Oh no,
Oh no.
Up.
Oh no, don't do it, Josh. He's doing
And
it.
it's done. I'm afraid that is...
He's thinking of the cloud, and the cloud will do nothing.
Let's see if Sammy can just remind... And there it is. Oh.
Oh, Josh, mate. We feel for you.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we pass turn. We'll just dull 2 with Sammy Nudge's Sarah Mobius.
What are we doing here?
So before the end of turn...
Yeah, we're getting...
before the start of combat, sorry.
Dulls, reactivates,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. And Sammy Nash now...
That dull effect shouldn't have happened because he does only have 3 members of the Turk anyway.
Yeah. So it doesn't really matter. But he can only dull 2, can Sammy Nash, so...
That's right, yeah, but
The Root
you wouldn't have had to do that.
Yeah. So... Estola's going to come in, and right now I'd probably...
Yeah, we'll just erase that Rude. Rude not to, right?
Puns. Funny.
You thought it was over. It's never over.
Never over. You know, man, you weren't there.
Okay, so what are we saying there? There's no real options in Josh's hand. I think you just... it's really hard.
Swing away, Josh. Swing away.
Well, you might as well at this point.
Yeah.
Get your tiebreakers in for the end of the day.
The thing is, I think if you attack into this, though, it's not terrible either, because he's not going to block with the Sid Randall.
So start of combat is... Oh no, end of turn, sorry.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, still on a 2-2 even keel here, but Sammy Nash feeling like he is very much in control, and I think he might be pricing up a Neo X death here.
Let's have a look.
If it is, this game could be over. Mrs. Reese firing back with a puntastic. Love it.
We'll try not to let it happen again. You can't hear fish losing the will to live there.
I sighed a sigh so deep that I almost passed out from lack of oxygen.
I think it made God cry.
Estola coming in again, taking out the Sang this time. Are we going to take the block here? Take the block, Josh. No, he doesn't. I think you need to get rid of this, Estola.
Estola just doing far too much now, I think. I mean, dare I say, in a reparable game state? I mean, let's see what these next few cards offer.
Nothing useful, I don't think.
No, I think we're going to quietly sweep this one under the rug.
Yeah. Sammy Nash in full control, using the new Sephiroth in the last turn there just to discard a card from Josh's hand. I doubt that would have made much of a difference, not while Sid is on the board.
Well, I mean, making sure that you don't just discard at the end of turn, it's something to play.
Yeah. And guys, again, just as a reminder, this is the 4th and final round. We have only 2 Exos for the evening. They are battling it out right now to see who takes the win. Sadly, we don't know who they are, but...
It would be nice. I mean, it might be one of our previous on-stream alums, which would be quite nice to know. We will find out before the end of today's stream.
Yeah, I believe that it might be Sam Griffiths, might be one of them.
Wouldn't be surprised.
At which point he is against Reese right now, so...
Okay.
If I am right there, that might be our winning matchup. So, Mrs. Reese, your fella might be on for the win tonight. Not sure, we will find out. In the meantime, Sammy Nash, stop playing with your food.
Yep.
So not often does Sammy Nash come on here and feel like he's absolutely smashing it. But
going for another limit break now. I mean,
is Little Leela actually okay here though?
8k does stop some bodies.
It's more the attack trigger I'm thinking here. Get rid of the Sid Randall.
Yeah.
Problem is you do have to deal with that Cymru Mobius, which you can't. Oh, see, I'm pretty sure this is Alex Walker's deck. And if I'm right, Sammy Nash, you're a cruel, cruel man. Yeah, we're just going to dull down the 2. I think we might see a win here if we can just get a bit of haste from Sammy. I doubt it, but...
I think Ashtola is probably the only haste option in that deck. But
yeah,
we'll see.
I think just
what goes on.
Take him to 6 here, I think, is perfectly fine, and you can win it next turn, no problem.
So,
yeah, Ashtola coming in.
Ashtola with no effect because Josh has 3 in hand, is that correct?
I believe so.
Oh, it's only 2 or less for haste. Otherwise, yes, on swing you can deal 9k -1 for whatever's in their hand.
And see, yet again showing that we should have taken that block on the Ashtola a lot sooner. Probably when Rude was 9k, because then we're probably looking at a very different game here.
I'd say so. I mean, Seng doesn't do anything with Sid Randall on field.
No, and even if he does get past the Sid Randall, somehow you still got to pay 2 from the Cymru Mobius, I believe. I don't see why you wouldn't tax him that extra little bit. So
see how this goes. Yeah.
I mean, did Josh not have a Zeromus in his hand earlier? Could that maybe the saving grace here? No, well, he's on damage 6, maybe not anymore. But no, Cymru Mobius would probably just dull it down. He gets no dull freeze on entry.
Yeah, the moment Josh moves to combat, Sammy just has to dull and freeze 2, and that's that really, surely.
Yeah, exactly.
Sang for nothing. Okay, yeah. Nice hand gesture there from Josh.
He's realised either a moment too late or...
I think he's just playing it just to try and preserve life and stay alive.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
That's the one.
I may not be good at puns, but I'm good at movie references.
I mean, that is 2 Will Smith movies in one evening. That's saying something.
Yeah.
As long as we keep his wife's name out of our mouths, we're cool, right?
Man, I think I could take his slap. And there is another Reno. This time, just to try and stabilise on a bit of a board. But I don't think it's going to make a difference.
Yeah, there we go. Cymru Mobius, double dull. Thank you very much.
Then we will move to end of turn. Sammy reactivates and does it again. Yep. Oh, Sammy Nash, you cruel, cruel man. This is why we don't like you when you win on stream, Sammy.
It's harder to make fun of you for always losing if you actually win.
Yeah. And I think, as all she said, Sammy Nash with a very dominating win there. And this is why I think these days you just need to be running some removal that isn't forward-based.
That's right. Sid Randall just turns off so many decks and catches them off guard, and that 6k power is just enough to be really annoying, because you can't just bring Hilda hit, or you'd have to get something that would do normally 8 or 7k to pop it. And outside of forward entry abilities, that isn't as easy to find.
Yeah, exactly that. So let's go get that absolutely just undeserving winner over here. No, I'm just kidding. Sammy, we're going to get you on now. So guys, we will be right back. Let's have a chat with the winner.
Wow.
And guys, we are back. Oh, scoot over, guys, for the winner of round 4 and utter, Sammy Nash.
Yes.
We love you, really.
He was trying to claim his win-loss ratio on stream is 2-0. It's more like 15, maybe 20 to 2 at this point.
So if we give him the password to the YouTube channel, all the evidence can just be erased away.
Yeah. But dominating win there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like that Prism deck is good against a forward heavy deck.
Yeah.
So like Josh is very much, a forward heavy deck, and he plays Sid Randall, and it's locked as like 90% of his deck 8 because he's just a forward, brings another forward in or tap stuff and break stuff, but it's all when you cast it, and Sid Randall just ruins it. So
yeah, I do feel like the deck might fall apart against something like Summon Heavy.
Of course,
but like you deal with that Sid Randall, I think it's maybe as we mentioned before, this like a bit of a glass cannon type of thing.
100%. I mean, I played him last week, and it was a close game, but he managed to pick me off at the end just by overpairing with forwards.
Yeah.
But playing 2 forwards like them two, and he whiffed as well on his first. On his
So you could still play one from hand, right?
He did,
but,
he did play it, but it was just like it wasn't quick enough. Where last week he went from like 1 forward to 5 in like 2 turns. I was like, but today he was like 1. So I was like, okay, you give me that time.
I mean, when you like got Sid Randall, like it's pretty nasty. So I mean, is this a deck of your creation, or is it?
No, so I'm in a group with some big brains, Alex, Sam, and Jacob, and all them, and they're always brewing decks, and we have multiple decks here, so it's just pick your choice. And I love playing Ice. Ice is a good deck to play. So just whatever mix you're with, I just thought it's a nice deck to play. But sadly, 2-2 at the end of the night, so not as strong as it can be. But that's maybe because of the pilot.
So the question is now: are you playing Saturday, and are you playing this deck?
I am playing Saturday. As for the deck, I'm not too sure because it's really good against like knights and stuff like that. I know because it locks them out, and against like Turks and things like that. But any other deck, like you said, Summon Heavy is a lot. It's a lot of bad decks about, and they would just absolutely destroy me. So I really don't know. I mean, I might stick to my trade mark 4 color decks, but.
And then you do that, and I'm sure you get hit by Chaos Act.
Yeah. I know, yeah.
Again,
spent all day wishing you'd played the prison deck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm pretty sure that Sammy Nash will be joining us at around 3 o'clock when we decide who's in Top Cuts. And he'll join us here on stream, as we will be live on a Saturday.
Absolutely.
That's just because I got my lunch beforehand. So.
But is there anything now, like I know obviously you're not quite sure what you're going to play on Saturday, is there any bad matchup that you're hoping to avoid?
I think for me the Bats deck is really strong at the moment because it's just, I mean, even when you kill the engine, there's so many copies, so many ways of bringing it back, so many ways of searching it. You're just constantly just churning through the motion. So once they get mid-game, if you're not a fast deck, the mid-game just kind of ruins you. So maybe like a mono ice aggro might be the way forward for this weekend because I know, in our play group, there's like four odd players that play it. And then we have other players that play Chaos Arc.
So Jenny is just dancing past. Come on, Jen. Come have a word.
Semi-finalist over here. Here she goes.
Yeah.
I had the Jen luck. That's how I won, boys.
Do we know who won this evening?
So it turns out all the parents are putting wrong.
Oh, great. Fantastic.
So,
don't take my win away from me.
All of them, right?
Yeah, only all of them. Apparently it was you.
Me?
Apparently put in a score wrong. So there was 2 3-0s before this and then 2 1s. The 3-0s didn't play each other and we just noticed. So I was like, someone's wrong here.
Okay.
So one of the last round scores were put in wrong. Reese and Jack.
Okay, so
Jack should have won.
so Reese was not playing for the win tonight, sadly.
So we go for the 5th round?
No, because there's only one.
So,
Luckily, the person who was through actually did win anyway.
so how did you end up doing this evening?
3-1.
3-1.
well
Congrats.
done.
Yeah.
Solid effort there.
That's why she's the people's champ.
Absolutely.
That's it.
So, guys, again, we will be
Do you know
live.
who won?
No.
It was Sam.
Oh, Sam.
There you
Cool.
go.
I
Heads
thought.
up.
See, I thought it was Reese versus Sam for whoever was winning. Guess that wasn't the
It was
case. but-
technically not, but
yeah.
So the bad stack won, which is what?
It is.
Uh-oh.
So now he wants to do bats. He says.
I don't have the cards. I can't. I've spent too much.
Guys, we're going to wrap it up there. Again, thank you for joining us, and join us live from about 10:30 a.m. First round expected to be at 11 on Saturday for the Cardiff Store Championship celebration thing. whatever
Store
we-
celebration.
Let's go with
Store
that.
Championships. The World
Because he
Cardiff
played a prison
Championship.
deck against aggro. What do you expect? Bloody
it's my one of my
evil.
only wins.
He's becoming the villain of this one.
I'm trying.
We used to love the the
Trying.
banter, and now he's just evil. Evil.
We were saying earlier, it's hard to make fun of you for losing if you keep winning.
I'm
Dude,
sorry,
you're making it
boys.
hard on us.
It's going to change soon, don't worry.
And he didn't even give us any pun material either. So- but again, guys, you can check out all of our VODs and our affiliate links via CymruCactuars.com. And please check us out on YouTube and give us a share, like, and subscribe.
Have a good weekend, guys.
Yeah, we will catch you Saturday. Peace out.
See you then.